Hi all. Hi guys. Good morning. Good evening. Yeah. Let's start.
Normally people think it's very new in the market. No,
Yeah, guys. So again, airplane sound. But in that airplane, Vinod video is playing. Okay. Now, so change directory to money. So this is our repository here. This is our non-pair repository. These two are non-pair repositories. This is a pair repository, right? Now I entered into the money. Here, this is the data that we worked here. Now git log. So this is the log we have here, right? The 4 logs. So yesterday we were in the middle of the concept log management, right? So I'm continuing that. So git log -2, last 2 logs you can see, and git log -, one line. So one line you can see, and this one line also you can filter. Okay, and you'll have here git log hyphen pretty equal to one line. Yeah, ETTY, no? Yeah, pretty equal to one line. So this pretty equal to one line and this one line both are same only, guys. But if you give here git log one line, only the first 7 characters of each commit ID it is displaying. Okay, and the commit message. Here it will give you in single line only, but complete commit ID and the commit message. Okay, this is only the difference. Git log pretty equal to one line. And I showed you yesterday with the file name also you can see. Okay, what file I'm using here, tech1, git log tech1 file. So with the file name we are searching the log. So with the tech1 file we have we created 2 actions, file creation action and file modification action. So like this you can filter the log. Yeah. Okay. um so people are so curious actually to know what is that sound exactly. Can you explain them? Unmute and explain them. Hello. Gaso, can you hear me? Okay. I think currently is not available. I think he's landing the flight. I think. Okay. So And you can see the short log also we have. If you want to see the only the commit messages, you can give a command like this: git short log. If you give the git short log, you can see how many logs are there, and it is showing one by one clearly. Only the short log means the commit messages only it is displaying here. Like this, you can see. Sometimes, in the real time also, if you go with the log, by reading the log message, I mean commit message, you cannot understand what it is exactly. Suppose I want to know what file in this commit ID is there. Okay, by reading the commit ID, by seeing the commit ID, I cannot understand, right? So by reading the commit message only, I can understand. But here, see, by reading this message, can I understand what file is there, what action, how many actions are did in this one? Can I see that? Not possible. I'm not able to understand this commit message. So in this case, based on the commit ID, I want to see the information. I want to get the information. How? Here we have one command, git show. Git show hyphen stat. Stat means statistics of this commit ID. You have to copy this commit ID. Double click, and if you right click, double click, and you click here, it will paste automatically. What happened to this? 1 second. Ah, see, double click means paste, guys, directly, and here you can paste it instead of copying. Double click is copy, and next you can paste directly. Right click and paste it. Okay. In if you see, if you use the putty tool, all these things, no, directly you can use the right click there. Okay. See, git show hyphen stat. I want to see the statistics of this commit ID. You can paste first 7 characters or complete commit ID. It's your wish. Okay, now hit enter. See, here it is giving. It's it inside this commit ID we have a T3 file. In that 0 actions are there. I mean, it's 0 means here empty file. Okay, so one file changed, 0 insertions and 0 deletions. It's a empty file T3. See, like this you can get the information. Git show hyphen stat. If you not specify any commit ID for this, okay, so for this commit, what it will do now? See, I'm not specifying this time. It will take the latest one only if you not specify also. See, again it is taking the latest one and it is giving the statistics of this. 0 insertions means no more or no data inside that. New insertions, deletions are not there. Only one file changed. File changed means file creation. T3 file creation. Empty file it is. Okay, so like this it will.
So commit ID don't tell the individual user's name, right? When you hit that command.
Individual user means money user. You are telling that one.
Yes, yes.
Here we are in the money user and repository only. No, it is
Oh,
telling
okay,
here.
okay, got
See, but I register here with my name here.
okay,
There you will register with money only. No,
got you.
and your repository will be money and your name will be money. Everything money only. Okay.
Okay,
Like here my repository name, I took your name, I mean you guys names, and here configuration details I give my name. That's it.
okay.
Now next, so you can grep also. You can filter the in the real time. You have thousands of logs will be there, guys. You can filter the logs also. If you remember, we used the grep command in Linux. What is the use of a grep command, guys? Anyone?
Searching purpose.
Sorry.
Searching purpose, sir.
Yeah, searching purpose and filtering purpose, we'll use the grep command, right? So in one file, we will use the grep command based on the word. We'll select one word. Okay, so whatever the data is matching with that word, okay, it will filter inside a file, guys. Okay, now here the same grep command we can use here for log filtering. How means git log I'm giving. So I want to filter the log based on the word. Which word? Based on the word file. Anything, any word you can take, but I'm taking this one. Okay, this word, based on this word I want to search. How? Git log hyphen grep. Here you have to give the hyphen grep, and which word you are searching here. The word I'm searching is file. Okay, now hit enter. Now see, you're getting 3 logs here. Actually, totally we have 4. So wherever you're having the file in the commit messages, okay, that log it is giving. See, in these 3 files, in this is here it is there, here it is there, here it is there. In this log it is not there. That's why it is not giving this. Okay. So, and in the same, and then in the same command, you can give one line also. You can add here. Okay, and the same you can, if you want last 2 only want to filter, yes, you can filter like this. You can use. And you can give hyphen name only. Okay, so it is giving name only means instead of it is giving both this commit message and all these things also, and it's giving the name only, name of the files also it is giving. Okay, hyphen like this. You can add number of, you can add here. Okay, so otherwise git log hyphen name only. Name only means it will include the name. Okay, see. Okay, so these are the log management commands, guys. Clear? Any doubts in this? Okay, next. Next concept is here. If you see, 1 second, let me check. Okay, nothing to commit, working quickly. Here we have the T1, so T2, T3, tech1 file, 3 files we have here. Now, suppose I'm having 20 files I'm having, guys. So this 20 files is there in the working directory. Okay, so I want to move these 20 files to the staging area also. How I will move? Normally I have to give command git add all the files. I have to give file names, literally hard codedly I have to type all the file names. Suppose the file name is s1, s2, s3, s4, s5, like that. Okay, so that is the drawback we have. See, suppose I'm creating, instead of 20 I'm creating 2 files here. Okay, touch s1 and s2, 2 files I'm creating. Okay, now you can see ls. Guys, not only with the touch command, you can use any file creation commands. Okay, it's your wish. We have different ways. Now t command, cat command, vi editor, different ways are there. So touch command is to create. What is the use of touch command? To create multiple empty files. Empty file you will get here. So 2 files I created, s1 and s2. Now give the git status. So it will show you like this, untracked. These two files are untracked and red color it is showing. So now what we have to do? We have to add to the staging area for partially saving. So how can I add normally? Git add. So I have to type right all the files. Here 2 files means okay, no problem. If it is 20, 30 files means, so everything literally we have to type. That is the problem, right? To overcome that, we have a dot here. We can use dot or we can use star also. The meaning of dot is it will take all. See, if you give the git status, so instead of specifying the file names, I give git add dot or a star. You can also give. So see, now it moved these 2 files. It moved to the staging area. Okay, 2 files moved to the staging area. Now git commit. I have to commit it now. Git commit S1. Actually, here no need to give file names again. Okay, you move to staging area means half of the work is done. It's saved partially. Okay, so when you will move to the staging area, once if you have a requirement only, you will move, no? Otherwise, you will not move, right? You will filter here only. If you don't want S2, you will filter here only, no? You will move only S1 to staging area. But you are moving 2 files means, what is the meaning? You require these 2 files. That's why only you are moving. Okay, so here no need to give the file name here. So directly you can give. It will take all the whatever the files you have in the staging area. It will take all. Git commit -m. Directly I'm giving a message -m. The message I'm passing series files. Finish. Now give the git status. Nothing to commit. Working tree clean. Okay, done. And now you can see the git log also. So the git log, the latest one is this one. Latest log, commit ID, author details, and date and time, and commit message. Okay. So like this you can do. But here we have a problem with the dot actually. Okay, so previously we have a problem. This dot overcomes that one, right? Okay, but when we use the dot, we have a problem actually. What is the problem? No? Dot or star anything. It is not taking all the files. It is not only taking all the files. It is taking all the actions from the working directory and moving to the staging area. So previously, see, just now we used no, the command git add dot. So the dot, what it will do, no? It is taking all the actions, guys. All the actions means what? File creation, file modification, file deletion, all the actions. So previously, file creation action, S1 and S2 are the file creations. It took all. But in the real time, what? See, we gave dot. Why we gave the dot? To select all the actions only we gave. Okay, but in the real time what will happen, no? Once the code they will compile, you will get some reporting files, compiled files, some dash files, all these things, jar files, all these things you will get here. Okay, so at that time if you give the git add dot, what will happen, no? All the things it will take, I mean unnecessary files also it will take and it will add to the staging area. So the storage waste and that's time waste and the processing time it will take. Unnecessary files also. Suppose you have 100 files there. Okay, so you want only 2 to 3 files in that, but you are giving git add dot. It is taking all. That is the problem with the dot. So what I have to do? I have to control this one. I have to control. So based upon my need, I have to control. How to control is I have to give the condition. So how to give the condition? Let's go. I'm creating one file here, dot git ignore. .git ignore file I'm creating. So I mean, I opening in VI editor. So insert, I'm keeping one condition here. Okay, so any file that ending with the dot class extension. So here the star means any file. Okay, star, any file that ending with the dot class extension. I will tell you, you will understand slowly. So this is the condition I give. Save and put W and Q. Okay, done. And this is also file, no? Git ignore also file only. So it is a hidden file, guys. See, you cannot see here. It is a hidden file. ls-a. Here you can see, because how to create hidden files also I showed you in the Linux with the dot git ignore. Sorry, with the dot you have to create file or a folder, all are same. Okay, so now I want to, if you give the git status here, this is also file, guys. Hidden file means separate permission, separate specialties will be not there. Okay, the same only. See, untracked file. Now I have to add git add dot git commit -m. So ignore concept. Finish. Git status done. Okay. Now what I will do now, I'm creating one file here. I'm creating one file. Cat greater than, the file name I'm creating is app.class. So it is asking pass some data. Okay. Hello app. Some message I'm passing. Okay. Control C, I'm coming out. So I created a file called app.class. Okay, guys, if you want to, you can use touch command also. Okay, I'm using in different way here. That's it. So app.class I created here. Now once we create the file, if I give the git status, what you will get, guys, normally? Anyone? Tell me. It's a file creation action, right? Once I create a file creation action and immediately I'm giving the git status command, what I will get here?
One file is untracked file, it shows like.
Yeah, it will show you red color and untracked file, it will show you, right?
Yes.
Now see, but it is not showing anything. It is showing the nothing to commit working directly on. Why?
Because you ignored the start.class.
Yeah, it is ignoring, guys. See, it is not showing also. Simply it is ignoring, I don't know anything. Okay, fine. If it is ignore also, I will try to add this app.class file to staging area. I will try. We have a command now. What is the command? Git add file name I will give app.class. Okay. See, it is not adding, it is throwing something here. The following paths are ignored by one of your .git ignore files. Okay. Okay, let me try in different ways. Git add, I will use star also. Star also we can use. It is not allowing. Let me use git add dot also I'm using. So it is also not allowing. You can see here. So it is not allowing. So why it is not allowing means we gave a condition over there. Any file that ending with the dot class extension, I don't want to allow to the staging area. So it is not allowing, it is ignoring simply. So now suppose sometimes with the dot class files, you have 10 files will be there, but you want to allow one or two files you want to allow. One or two files you want to allow. Then how? Suppose I want to allow this file now. App.class file I want to allow to the staging area. Then you can forcibly allow, you can. Git add -f forcibly. Here only it is there. See, forcibly f. They're giving use -f if you really want to add them. Okay. Git -f git add -f app dot class. See, now if you see here, git status, now the file is added to the staging area. Okay, so like this you can give here. Otherwise you can give, pass the patterns like the file starting with a and after that any name I want to allow. Like this you can pass, guys. And see, now it is done. Now git commit -m file passed, done. Git status, finish. So like this you can give different conditions, guys. So once you give the conditions, if you use the git add dot command also, it will run the dot command, it will run based on the condition. It will not allow. See, I'm opening here dot git ignore file again. See, open the dot git ignore file here.
So you didn't push the dot ignore file to the staging. I mean to the repository, right? To the you didn't commit this file, right? Star.class.
I committed, no?
Then how can you VI it again?
I committed. Committing is different. Committing means saving permanently.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
See, commit means what? You can see in the log. Committing is different. See, I committed here. I saved the file. I
Okay,
didn't
okay.
push. I didn't push to the bare repository. If you want, you
Yes,
can
you
push.
didn't push, right?
Yeah, yes.
If we push it, the condition, it will still follow the conditions.
Yes, yes. Okay. Now I'm opening this vi.git ignore file. So here like this you can give different conditions you can give, guys. Suppose I'm giving one more condition here. The file starting with the dev and after that any name I don't want to allow. And you can give a direct name also. I don't want to allow the name. This file name I don't want to allow. Okay, like this you can give different conditions you can give. Okay, starting with a or extension also you can give any extension. So app and dot extension, any extension. Okay, so these conditions it will not allow. So we edited this file, no? Now we have to save this one. So we modified this, right? With some few more conditions we modified here. So again we have to commit this one, git add staging area. Next git commit -m finish, something I'm giving message. Okay, done. Now onwards that conditions also applicable. Okay, guys, clear so far? Any doubts? Okay,
I have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
How can I differentiate the stage files and the directory files, working directory files? How can I mean, identify them each other?
Git status command.
Git status. Okay, tells me that.
You can identify, okay, with the git status command where you are exactly. Okay, Next. Next, we have a branching concept. Okay, so what is branching here? So what is the requirement to get into the branching first of all? Suppose here we have in the real time we have these projects like based on the section wise, based on the category or a community wise, you'll have the projects, right? Suppose the banking applications, e-commerce, okay, ERP applications, enterprise applications. So like these different sections of projects will be there in the real time, right? Suppose you got an e-commerce project, you are doing one project here. Okay, suppose here, so this is the server, and inside this you'll create a repository, repo, and inside this, or whenever you create a repository, default you will get one branch called master. Okay, so it is master branch you will get. So here, suppose I'm taking here example as an e-commerce application. So under this e-commerce we have many, right? We have Amazon, okay, have Flipkart in India. So like this we have many. All this comes under the e-commerce applications. Yes. Okay. So first I'm taking another e-commerce application. Suppose we got the Amazon here. Okay, Amazon. So here, so in this branch we are doing Amazon project. Okay, so one branch we can treat it, we can consider as one project or one module also. What is a module? I will tell you later. So in this project we are doing in this branch. Okay, so here now suppose assume that 70% of the project is finished here. Okay, and in the same section and in the same e-commerce applications we got one more project. Assume that we got one more project here. So that is, this time this is Flipkart I'm taking. Okay, Flipkart. So now so this also comes under the same section only, so but different project we got. So that's why we created one more branch and we are keeping this project in this branch. Now, so we have to start this. Flipkart is a new project. We have to start again everything from the scratch. We have to start all the things. Okay, so instead of starting from the scratch, so we already having a project with this branch. We already having a project with Amazon. Okay, so what we will do is, so instead of going and developing Flipkart from the scratch, we will merge this branch into the Flipkart branch. We will merge this branch into the Flipkart branch. Once you merge entire 70%, you will get here also, but that 70% it will not use for the Flipkart. So it will match like a 40% or 30% or 50%. Suppose assume that the 40% of the thing will matching here. It will match, guys. Definitely it will match because both comes under the same what is that section. Okay, so almost it will be matched. Few things it will not match. The main core business logic, okay, that will be not matched. That will be different. Okay, so now we are merging this branch So total 70% you are getting. We are only Flipkart it is matching 40%, remaining 30% we removed. See, 40% of the project it is matching means it's not a small thing, no. Okay, so lot of time. Okay, it is see, it is saving the time, it's saving the money, lot of things it is saving here. So in this 40%, okay, so we will do exactly, it will not match that for this 40% also. Okay, we have to do some modification, some terminology wise, some code wise, business logic wise, some UI wise. So a lot of things will be there to change, but a lot of money and time we are going to save here. Suppose I want to write 10,000 lines. Instead of 10,000 lines, I can write, I can modify, right? I can modify 100 lines. That is easy, no? 10,000 lines, where is 100 lines? Okay, so, so like that. So this is how we are going to utilize the branching concepts here. So like that, tomorrow if you are getting one more here, suppose tomorrow you are getting one more, the process continues same. Suppose if it is matching at least 5%, that is also good. Suppose it now here you are getting this one, here you are getting the banking application, banking. So from, you have to merge from which application? So from existing branch applications only you have to merge. Suppose in your organization previously if you have any banking, they will approach that one. So suppose let me take one more. Repository. Inside this we have the branches. Okay, suppose you have here the branching, okay, banking. So that one they will merge here. Okay, so and they will continue with the same process. So this is the main purpose of branching, guys. Okay, so one branch is equal to one project and one branch is equal to one module also. Module means I will tell you. So suppose same take Amazon project only. Okay, so inside Amazon you'll have lot of modules will be there. Modules means, so add to cart. In Amazon what will be there? Add to cart will be there, no? Add to cart one module, and address book will be there, and my orders will be there. Okay, so my wallet, okay, Amazon Pay, some lot of things are there, no? All these things we can consider as say modules in the Amazon. Okay, so you can take in one project, you can take one module also. Okay, so these all the modules are Amazon modules. These three are Amazon modules. Suppose now you want to add some file you want to add. So here you are creating one file. Suppose tech.txt, one file you are creating. This file you want to add to one of this branch. How we will add? We'll take this file, we will log in, we will enter into this Amazon branch and we will commit this file here. And if the same file required for the another branch, the same process. Again, we will enter into this branch and we will commit the file. Okay, so this is the process, guys. Here, the branches are isolated branches. Isolated. Nowadays, we are hearing this word due to this COVID. Isolated words. In the same way, isolated branches. Isolation means what? Separate, right? Complete. So here also, this branch is different with this branch. Suppose in this branch, if you created a Apple file, the same file you can create in this Flipkart branch also. It will not throw you any duplicate because the branches are quite opposite, isolated branches. So to switch from, to create a branch, we have a command. To switch one branch to another branch, we have a commands here. So repository is same. Suppose here we have the repository, what repository? Money repository is there. In the money repository, we have the branch master. Okay. So like this, you can create number of repository will be the same. Branches, you can create thousands of branches you can create here. In the Git, this is the one advantage. Here, thousands of branches it will support. But in SV and other tools, no limited branches they're giving. So what is the use of branching? Means parallel development. Parallel development. You can develop parallelly here, you can develop parallel here instead of waiting. So that is the usage of branches. So any doubts in this theory part you can ask. So after that we will go practically. Yeah, David. Okay, no doubts. Let's go and create a branch. How to create a branch? So we are already in the money repository. So in master branch, right? So let me go and create one more branch here. The branch name I will take here. Okay, command is branch git. Yes.
Oh, I was talking. Looks like you didn't hear. My bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I was asking you. So when it's helpful in the parallel developing, right?
Yes.
So let's say the code for Amazon has nothing to do with the Flipkart. It's a totally different code. Let's say one is banking and one is something else. In that case also we can do this.
See, if it is a completely new project, the first time you are getting, then you have to go from the scratch.
Okay.
Then we'll use for the modules. So one
Okay,
module
so it
will keep.
matters, right?
Yeah. See, yeah, we'll go with the modules here. Here one module, here one module, here one module. So the people will work in this module, here in this module. Separately they will work.
Okay.
Again, parallel development.
Right.
So the command is here git branch name. The branch name I'm taking here is a tech teacher, the branch name. Okay. So current branch is master. So I created one more branch that is tech teacher. Now you can see how to see the list of branches means branch command only you have to give git branch. You can see the list of branches here.
So this branch work is not done by the administrator. It's done by the let's say money, right?
It depends, guys, actually.
Okay.
So sometimes we can do, sometimes developer will not do all the things. Okay. Sometimes he will also. Developers, he know very well about the Git actually. Okay.
Right.
So we have to coordinate with him while we working in the Git. Okay. So we both together we have to work here, especially in the Git. If you go with the other tools, no, the developers they don't have the idea with the other tools like GitHub, Maven, and GitHub also they know the Maven, Jenkins and all. So those things we will take care.
Okay.
So here master and the tech teacher. Okay, we created the branch. If you see here, the star is pointing to the master. Why? Why it is pointing?
Master is a default branch.
Okay. So it's showing currently we are in the master. That is the meaning. Currently we are in the master. Okay, that's why it's showing. Now I want to switch to this tech teacher branch. I want to switch. To switch the branch, we have a command called Git Checkout. Okay, and the branch name is tech teacher. Okay, see, switch it to branch tech teacher. Now you see we are in the tech teacher branch. So repository is same, money repository is same. The branch only changed here. Okay, now tell me guys, if I give ls here, will I get any data here?
Yes, sir.
No.
No. Okay. No means it's a new repository, new branch. That's why you will not get any data, right?
Yeah.
That is the meaning.
The data, what is in the master branch, that will be copied to the branch, sir.
Okay.
Is this branch like subdirectory? Is like kind of?
Initially, it will act as a sub only, but not actual.
No. Okay.
See, let me go. See, it is see, we have a data here. It is taking complete the master branch data, is taking one copy into this tech teacher branch also. Initially, guys, only the first time it will take like this. When we creating a new branch, so from where you are creating that branch data, it will take to the new branch. It will bring to the new branch. Very first time. Okay. Suppose now here once you create again, suppose if you created any action here and you save this that action in this tech teacher branch, that action will not reflect in the master. Now see, what I will do is I'm creating one more file here. S3 file I'm creating, guys. Otherwise I will take new file here. Suppose Kiran file I'm taking. So created. Now git add dot and git commit hyphen Kiran file finish. Okay, now
Checkout.
now what I will do now, I will go back to master branch and I will check there. Okay, git checkout master branch. Okay, now I came to the master branch. Guys, you have to focus here from where I am going, where I am coming. Okay, now give ls. Will that file will reflect here? No,
No, sir.
it is
Because
not.
we are not push the file.
Push the file. Guys, that is different again. We are in the master repository only. Pushing means pushing to the bare repository. That is different. Okay. Guys, these two are non-bare repositories. We are here only. The branch only we created additional one more branch. We didn't created a new repository. And we are not pushing. Push when we have to use the word push. So from local repository, from non-bare repository to bare repository, when you pushing the data only, you have to use the word push. I'm not pushing here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, inside the money branch only, I created, sorry, inside money repository only, I created one more branch. From that branch to this branch, I switched by using the command checkout command. Okay, so master branch to tech teacher branch to master branch. These two branches are inside money repository. Clear? I'm not pushing. Okay, push means that is different. From money repository to central.git pushing, that is different. I'm checking out from tech teacher branch to master and master to tech teacher. I mean vice versa. Okay, let me go back. So I'm in the master branch. So actually in the tech teacher branch, I created the Kiran file. Okay, that file you are not getting, that file it is not reflecting in the master branch. Okay, now what I will do now, observe guys carefully. Now what I will do is, in the master branch, I will create one more file now. Touch. So Divya file I'm creating here. Okay, so created Divya file. See, the Divya file is created here. Okay, now tell me guys, now presently I'm in the master branch. I want to switch to the tech teacher branch. What is the command?
Git branch tech
Git
teacher.
Git checkout, right?
checkout, right?
Okay.
So checkout command. Instead of checkout command, you can use switch command also. Both are same. Git switch to where? To the tech teacher branch.
Pitch it.
Git checkout or git switch. Both commands you can use. Anything is same. Checkout is old. Okay. Now switch it to branch tech teacher. Now I came to the tech teacher here. Now tell me guys, if I give ls, that Divya file will reflect in this tech teacher branch.
It should not, because it was in the different one, different branch.
There is in the different branch. I told no, branches are isolated. Those are quite opposite. That is different and this is different. Okay. Yeah, any other answers guys? Okay, see, no. But it is reflecting here. Why?
Master is a branch, sir. They're doing any modification, definitely show in the other branches, but we are modifications doing in the tech teacher branch. It will not reflected to the master.
So you're telling that master is a powerful branch. Whatever we do there, all the things will reflect in other branch. You are telling, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I told the definition. If you remember, I told the definition. Isolated branches. That is different, and this is different. I told. Okay. But if you both are same, then why? What is the use of you creating the new branches?
If we create the other branch like tech teacher too, so at that time they are act like a isolated.
But they're also the same process only, you know. From the master only will get again, right? Oh, you are telling that if you create a tech teacher too, so their tech teacher and tech teacher two, these two branches will be isolated, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good point actually. But that is not the process. Okay, if you see why Divya file is reflecting here in the tech teacher means, if you observe clearly what I did, I created a file, right? And after that I gave ls command. And after that I switch it to the tech teacher branch. See, once we create a action, what I have to do, guys? What I have to do? If you remember, previously when I create, where is that?
Committed.
Yeah, I didn't commit it. See, when I create a Kiran file in the tech teacher, and after that, what I did? I added to the staging area and I committed. Committed means saving. Permanently, it is saved in the tech. Kiran file is permanently saved in the tech teacher branch. So that's why when you switch it to the master branch, that file is not reflecting. Right? It's because I committed there. But here in this case, okay, I created a Divya file in the master branch. Okay, and I switched it directly. I switched. I didn't commit. So that's why it is reflecting here in the tech teacher branch. I didn't save there. I didn't save Divya file in the master. So that's why it is reflecting here. So what do you understand by this? Until you save, suppose you have 10 branches. Okay, if you not commit like this, the Divya file will show you in 10 branches. Until and unless you commit in any one of the branch. You have to commit it somewhere. Otherwise, it will reflect. Okay. So this Divya file actually we created in the master only, but it is reflecting here because I didn't commit it there. So now tell me guys, can I commit this file? Can I commit this Divya file in tech teacher branch? Is that possible?
No, sir.
Yes, it is possible. Why means I don't know working directory. In the master branch working directory, we created Divya file. In the working
Anywhere
directory,
we can commit it.
yeah, nothing, only file creation only it will do there. It did
Yes.
not saved anything. Nothing is there. So any branch you can commit. Now see, I'm committing here. Let's try. I'm trying to commit whether it will throw error or not. We'll see. Git add. See staging area and git commit -m Divya file. Finish. Finish. And you can see the Divya file is there. And you can see the git git log. You can see log is also generated. So how to come out from the log, guys? You have to give Q for quit. So this is the thing, guys. I will give you a small task. Okay, you try it tomorrow. Okay, the task is you create 1 or 2 files in working directory and move those files to the staging area also. Don't commit it. Just move to the staging area. Don't commit it, and try to switch to other branch and check whether those files are reflecting or not. Okay, and try and tell me tomorrow.
Okay.
Sir,
And
Divya file is showing.
sorry,
In master also it will show, I think.
sorry, you are telling the answer for that. Try it, guys. Try it and tell me tomorrow. And next concept. I mean, the branching only. We have remaining. So now, finished, guys. Now, if you see, compared to the master branch, in the tech teacher branch only, we have additional files. 2 files are additional, right? The Kiran file
Yes.
and the Divya file. So
Divya.
now, the master branch want to merge this tech teacher branch because he need this data. Okay. So how? Now what I will do now? I'm going to the master branch. Okay, I'm in the master branch. Now I want to commit these files. So I want to merge the tech teacher
Sir, I
branch.
have doubt.
Yeah.
So master branch and tech teacher branch are isolated, na?
Yes.
So you commit the Divya file in the master.
No, in the tech teacher.
If you okay, then you give ls command, then only show the Divya file, na?
I gave no. See, here see. I'm in the tech teacher. I gave the ls. Ls command is for what? List. See, Divya file is there. And now I'm in the master. See, the Divya file is not there.
Okay.
So previously Divya file is showing here also before committing. Once I committed in the master tech teacher branch, it is not showing here. See.
Yeah, I think what Divya meant that that file is still there, but I think it won't show there if you will push it. Otherwise, it will be there until it's only saved and committed.
No, guys, push. Don't bring the push here. Okay. We are currently we are working. When we will push, once you finish your work, you will upload to the Google Drive. Like how you will upload to the Google Drive your work completely. Like that. That is different. So I have to finish my work here. Then only I will push. Push is different. Forget about the push first. We are working locally first.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
So the money repository is a local repository. Local repository means in your system. Inside money repository, we created the branches. Between these 2 branches, we are working. Once everything is done, then if you want, you can push it. That is different. Leave it that. So there is no rule that every time we have to push. After 1 year also you can push. Okay. So now the push purpose is the locally whatever you work that you have to push to remotely. That is only the purpose. Okay, like you can take it as a backup. Okay, and everyone can see. Now here the data is inside the money repository that only you can see. But if you push this data to central.git, anyone can see. I mean, anyone can access. Okay, so like this. Now in the master branch, I don't have that Kiran and Divya file. These two files are extra in the tech teacher branch. So I want to merge tech teacher branch into master branch. How to merge the branches? So here we have a command called git merge. Git merge. Which branch you want to merge? So currently I'm in the master only. I want to merge tech teacher branch. Directly you can give the tech teacher here. Okay. So no need to give again a source and destination like that. No need to give. It will understand. Git merge. Git merge, once you give git merge means it will understand you are merging into master only because we are already inside master. And what branch you are merging. So that branch I give. And vice versa also you can give, guys. You can merge master branch into tech teacher also. Yes, that is also possible. Same. How at that time what you have to give git merge master you will give. That's it.
Can you
Right.
merge more than one branch?
Sorry.
Can we merge more than one branch?
Yes, you can merge.
Okay.
So now I'm merging, but that is not the recommended way. We'll go with branching one by one only, guys, in the real time also. Okay. So actually the branch means it's a lot of things will be there in the branch. Okay, merging the branch also you have to take the permission actually. Now see, I'm merging. So it's a fast forward merging. It is showing the Divya and Kiran file both are empty files. So two files changed in no insertions, no deletions. So done successfully merged. And if you give ls, the Divya and Kiran files also showing in the master branch. Okay. Now the logs also will merge, guys. The logs also will merge. If you give the git log, see the logs also merged. The Kiran and the Divya file also merged. Okay, and if you see the here previously actually only one branch only it has to show you, no, the current branch it has to show you, but it is showing two branches here. Why means both the branches are equal now. Both the branches are equal. That's why it's showing these two branches. Suppose now you go to tech teacher and you do some one more action here. Okay, then it will not show you the log like this because again different, no, tech teacher data is different and master data is different. Now time being both are equal because just now we merged it. Okay, so like this we will merge, guys. So now I merged the tech teacher branch into the master, right? Now all the data in the tech teacher is equal to the master now. So now there is no use with the tech teacher, right? It's because I merged it. I got the data. I'm okay. So now I decided to delete the tech teacher branch. How to delete a branch? Can I delete a branch tech teacher inside a tech teacher branch? I mean, can I sit in tech teacher branch and can I try to delete it? Is that possible?
If we follow Linux, then we cannot, but I don't know, maybe not.
This is also Linux only, guys.
So you have to come out of the directory and then give the name of what you're deleting.
Yeah. See, that is out you are coming out. Okay, not inside. Inside is not possible. So sitting in the same branch and deleting the same branch is not possible. You try it. That is also a small task for you. You try it. Go to the tech teacher branch and try to delete. Okay, but I'm not doing here. Now I'm in the master branch. I will delete from here. I will delete the tech teacher branch. The command is git branch. Okay, hyphen. See, I deleted the. Sorry. Okay, I'm listing the branches. Okay, fine. Git branch hyphen d for delete. Which branch? Tech teacher branch. Okay, now I deleted. See, deleted branch tech teacher. See, only the master is there. Now you can check git log also, you can check only the master is there. The branch is deleted. Okay, like this we will delete. Here, one more small task for you. You try to delete the branch before merging. Try to delete the branch before merging and tell me whether it is possible or not, or it is throwing any error. Try. Tomorrow tell me.
One more question. If
Yeah.
you hit up arrow, can you recall what was last command? Okay, so same thing, right? Okay.
Git branch hyphen d for delete and the branch name. Okay. No, nothing is there because we deleted already. Next. That we deleted the branch here. Okay, guys. We'll done with today. Okay, before 5 minutes before only I'm stopping today. Okay, from Monday onwards we will take effectively is 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay, and no class tomorrow. Okay, so practice till now whatever we covered, and we will continue from Monday. We'll continue. I mean, my Tuesday, your Monday. Okay, we'll continue with the concepts. This one, conflicts, stashes, all the remaining important concepts are there. We'll continue those. Yeah. Any doubts? You can ask me now one by one. Try those 3 tasks. Okay. These small tasks only. It will take 5 minutes. Okay, guys. Okay, then. Bye. See you tomorrow. Happy weekend. I mean, tomorrow means Monday.
Monday, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Bye.